What is going on, guys? My name is Jeff and this is Broken Paddock. Today I'm going to be using a turtle wax headlight restore kit on the Raptor because it's got a little bit of discoloration to it. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the lights real quick and kind of walk you through the process. As you can see on the headlights, I've got a little bit of discoloration through here. They are plastic, so we've got a little discoloration, so I'm going to go ahead and clean them up with some waterless car wash and then open up the kit. I'm going to have to tape some of this stuff off because I don't want to interfere or mess up more. I know I'm already missing some clear coat here, but I don't want to mess it up more than it is, so I'm going to tape off all of the edges before I use the rest of the kit because it's got sandpaper and a couple other things. But let's go ahead and take a look at the other side over here, and it's going to be the same way. So I've got a bunch of bugs that I've hit on the way home. But again, it's going to have that same discoloration through here, and we're just going to go ahead and see if we can clean those up at all. And before I do clean it up, we're going to be using the Turtle Wax Lens Restore with the Helo Seal. It's got a couple of sprays. It's got a spray, a compound, a couple of wipes, and a couple of Scotch Brite pad, kind of is what it looks like. It's got all the directions on how to use it. We're going to go ahead and try this one. It was the cheapest one my store had, and it seemed to also have the best reviews, so we're going to go ahead and knock this out. This whole thing needs a detail, but we're gonna go ahead and get this just so I can make sure I have the tape that I can apply to it. That's as clean as that gets, so we'll do a before. I already did this one, so we're gonna do a before on this one, and I'll show you guys the product. Yep. So we got these all taped up. I ran a little bit extra. This does wrap underneath, even though it doesn't look like this, it's just a shadow. So I've got it all wrapped. I've got a couple layers except for right here, and that way I can go ahead and sand this and not have to worry about, I can rub it into the tape and not have to worry about running into the paint, even though I need to fix that. But that'll at least give me a nice clean headlight to try to focus on. So let's go ahead and take a look at what's in the kit. So opening up the kit, we're going to have a glove, and it's not a good glove, but it does come at least with some hand protection. You're going to have the lens clarifying compound, so that's one of the steps. You're going to have a spray lubricant, and this is for when you're trying to sand everything down. Get everything else. We've got the lens base coat wipe and the lens sealing wipe. This is the one you're going to do after the fact. It's kind of what's going to help prolong the discoloration not coming back. So we're going to wipe it down with this one first, and then I think we use a spray lubricant with the number 1, and I believe the other one says number 1, number 2, number 3. It looks like all the different numbers on each side. So you have like a number 3 on that one, you have a number 2. I'm assuming it would be a number 1 on the back of this and a number 4 on the back of that. So we'll go ahead and open that up, hit it with spray lubricant and the compound. We're going to go ahead and read the directions as well to see if the compound and everything else. We'll go ahead and get this done. According to step 1 of the instructions, it's to wash it. We already did that. We taped everything off. Step 2 is going to be to apply the lens clarifying compound to a microfiber. Use it on one headlight, and then if it turns clear, you're good to go to a different. You're good to go to one step. If it doesn't turn clear, you're good to go to another step. So let's go ahead and grab a microfiber and get this applied. I don't know how much you'll be able to tell on camera, but just using that clarifying compound actually took out a lot of it. You can kind of see it from there and it's starting to come back, but it actually, just looking at it head on, actually looks like it cleared out a whole bunch. So we're gonna go ahead and follow the next step. So I was right, it does say 1 and 2, and then you do have 3 and 4, and it does relate to what it is. The next step, since that didn't clear it up completely, is going to apply the spray lubricant to the pad number 1, using firm pressure and back and forth motion until all the oxidation removed. We're going to use the spray lubricant as much as we need to keep this pad wet, and then we're going to flip it to the number 2 side and rub back and forth in the opposite direction of the green pad for 1 minute, keeping the pad surface wet with lubricant, and then we're going to go ahead and take a look at it. We got each light through all of the steps with the sanding. I don't think this one turned out as well as this one did. You still see a little bit of the line here, but overall they look a lot better than they did. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step, which is putting on the glove, applying the base coat wipe, and then applying the sealing wipe. So let's go ahead and knock that out. So the next step does require that you wear the glove, and you're going to do both lights one right after the other. So you have to get everything through those first couple of steps with the sanding and each light individually. When both of those are done, you repolish them with that clarifying compound. Again, I barely used any of it. So you reapply this. Once it's hazy, you wipe it off with the microfiber. You're going to put the glove on, and you're going to use the base coat wipe on both, and then immediately use the sealing wipe. So we're going to go ahead and knock out that step, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright, we got both wipes on there, and you can tell it is, I don't know how you can tell on the camera, but it is a whole lot better than it used to be. And for I think the $12 that the kit is, it definitely is a lot better. So it's got like a ceramic coating that you put on the top layer. I know there's better ways to do this, and when I get ready to pull the headlights out, I can go ahead and do them the proper way, which would be like sanding them down and re-clearing them. So if I get some clear coat ready to go, I can go ahead and do that. But based off what it used to look like compared to what it looks like now, and this is going to be the other one. Eventually I would want to pull them apart anyways to paint the housings, because the housings I realized are more of a bronze color, or like the copper color, kind of like the grill is, and I'd really like to run the black grill. So, but definitely look a lot better and well worth the $12 that it is in the little bit of time that it takes to do it. But 10 out of 10 would recommend. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the lights off, and then we'll show you a real quick clip. Now we got the tape off, you can see how much better they look. The person's like a little cloudy, but so much better. Especially this one, look at that. So we're getting progress with the car. Alright guys, so that's the Turtle Wax Headlight Restore. It's the like $12.99 or $13.99 kit, so it's not very bad at all, and it makes it a lot better than some of the other options. This one was no drill required. I do have, I think it's a 3M, it's either 3M or McGuire's one that does require a drill. It's still packed away from when I moved. Eventually I got to pull that out because I do have to do the Cayman headlights behind me. Again, I did do them one time, and they're just due to be done again until I can get new lights. So we're gonna go ahead, wrap this video up. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, and keep tuning in for the new videos. So I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one.